And I came back from San Diego yesterday
I saw
morning,
that.
and I went straight to
Saw
work.
that.
Yeah, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. But I was there for that San Diego
Went
State
to the
game.
Padres game.
Yeah,
The Padres game.
weekend opener. Yeah, I wanted to go Thursday, but I wanted good tickets too, and the same tickets that we had were like $500 on Thursday. I was like, I'm not paying for
But
that.
yeah, that play that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Which game were you at the walk off game or no?
I was at the game before that. The
Oh,
Kim had a walk off on Sunday, and we knew going into the game, we're like, the Padres are 0-2. This is crazy. We've lost two games. Like, let's bet the house on this, you know? Yeah. And of course, we tried to bet and we couldn't bet. You know, that's how life works.
yep.
Hold on. I got to.
Which game were you at the walk off game or no?
I was at the game before that. The Kim had a walk off on Sunday. I think the audio sounds good. Let me just figure this out a little bit. What up, everybody? What up, Northwest Small Batch? Chris Radiation in the house, man. Love you, big dog. What up, Austin West? We're back. I was in San Diego last Wednesday. Did Party Time do a stream? Let me figure this out really quick. Let me go to, let's pop this out. And we're going to go cut it in half like that. And then we're going to pull this back in. And we're going to be here, man. We're going to be cooking with grease. We're going to be cooking with grease. Let's go to that. And we should be good. No, I just got to go to transform, fit to screen, but make it way smaller. What is going on, everybody? You got the claw hammer fermenter back there, man. I love it.
Oh, I just saw their video today too, so it looks like some upgrades coming.
Yeah, that's what kind of set me back on a video. I'm doing a collab with Adam Makes Beer, and I wanted to have that in the video too. It was just a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me pull it up a little bit this way, a little bit that way. We should be okay, man. Well, we're here. It's Wednesday. Brian, what are you drinking over there, bro?
A Party Tricks. Bill Smith Party Tricks IPA.
There you go. San Diego in the house. Cheers, everybody.
Oh,
Got a double IPA. I wasn't supposed to drink today, but then I thought that'd be stupid, so I cracked a double IPA. Brian's on spring break over there. What up, everybody? Brian, you got people in the chat here. You might want to talk to them when I figure out this audio thing right quick. I'm going to go mute that. Okay. Now, how do I say that?
then you got a reverb thing going on your audio.
Hello, hello, hello. Brian's on spring break over there. What up, everybody? Brian, you got people in the chat here. You might want to talk to them when I figure out this audio. Brian, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you, yeah?
I'm going to go mute that. Okay. Now. How's it sound now? Oh, okay, because I was pulling in audio from my mic and from the Discord. So it was like a millisecond
You
delay.
sound great on
We
my
sound
end.
good. We sound good. You look good. I look like I just
I
spent.
highly doubt that. Yeah.
I look like I just spent $2,000 in San Diego on nothing except beers at Petco Park. What up, Ron Barnes? How are you, man? Let's see if these things are still
Look,
working.
I'm going to be honest. I don't really like beer that much.
We're good. We got Brian in here. I think Noam and Ollie, I should be popping in here in a little bit. Ollie always takes a shower right when I tell him we're ready to rock and roll. But I want to give a big shout out to the Super Chatters from 2 weeks ago. I was in San Diego last week. That was crazy. That was the fastest 7 days has ever gone by in my entire life. It was wild. But for the Super Chatters, man, much love to Cool Guy. Juvenal, another SoCal Barrage.
Wow.
Brewing Bad. Get over here! Midnight Madness, Phil Stevenson, Ron Barnes, he's in here right now, always showing love. Chris Radiation, Silent but Deadly, and Fulfilled Straws, and to all the members as well. And everybody who put out a lot of good content this week. We were just talking about the new Clawhammer video. And I didn't think he really needed to do that video, because I think that anybody who's seen a commercial, I mean, it was a great video, and I told him, like, this makes me want to definitely buy the product. But as far as having a pressure release valve, you know, shoot, or a tri-clamp kick off while there's pressure in it, I would think everybody would know that by now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just it's
Liability.
on there as a fail-safe liability, whatever. I mean, good on them for wanting
Good on
to take
them.
the extra to make it super safe, because as I'm looking at that thing when I'm taking it off, I'm thinking about pressure relief valve. Do I have no pressure in there? I want that thing to take my head off. So
Yeah. And anybody who's seen a commercial fermenter and you see those tri clamps that are just kind of aimless there, that's exactly what that would do. If you open that thing up, it would take off. And that's what Kyle did with video 2.0 today. So good on them. It was a great video. Outside of Clawhammer, Apartment Brewer is always on a good one. Shout out to Steve. Brewlosophy and Martin are they're close to 10,000 subscribers. That happened fast. I want to talk to you about your 240 system here in a second. Good to see Portly Gentleman back.
yeah, for sure.
And I get it. We're both kind of on. When was your last video? About 2 months ago?
No, I think I'm on like 2 weeks right now.
2 weeks
But
ago?
I probably won't. Yeah, I probably won't put another one out till next week. So I'll be on like a 3-week roll every time.
Okay. Good deal. Big shout out to Jim Wheeler, man. Welcome to Barrage Army, man. I forgot about all you got. I didn't forget, but it's been a long time, man. What's up, Alex? What's up, Sleepy D? The Brew Show, great video on how to organize your K-grader beer lines. I caught that this morning. Hops and Gnarly made a video on how to grow hops from your house, which I'll probably never do as a renter. I don't know if that's something you want to do as a renter. I think that's kind of a homeowner thing. Maybe, maybe not.
You can put them in a pot if you need to.
Put them in a pot. They grow high. We did it at a brewery one time. I don't know if we ever used them. It was more so for show for the parking lot for people coming in. Saw Hellbrews had a good video. He's always cracking me up. His thumbnails crack me
Was
up.
that the Coors Light? Was that the Coors Light one?
Coors Banquet, yeah.
Coors Banquet beer,
Yeah.
the Coors Fats. Yeah.
That guy was probably like a comic book illustrator in a past lifetime. And then Bent Gate is rolling too, so that's cool, man. But
Saw that one, yeah.
Yeah. Bent Gate, those guys have production like I've never seen. I mean, it's like National Geographic shots with their, what do you call it, a drone, filming them skiing and snowboarding from up on high. I don't know.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool for
That's
sure.
outside of my $7, per 1,000 views pay grade on Homebrew for Life, man. So shout out to them. We got Noman here right now, man. What's up, Patrick Sandy? I'll have the Florida video out next week, and then I'll have another video out after that, and then I'll have a grain to glass video out after that, and then I'll have a food video out after that, and then I got to go back to San Diego for a wedding. So
Video, those are always the ones I look forward to the most.
do you like taking breaks off? Is it good to get your psyche back, just not, editing your face and your voice, or do you get bummed out when you take hiatuses off?
I feel like I could be doing more, I mean, I'm on like an every 2-3 week roll right now, and I feel like, oh man,
You're on a good one.
this is killing me, like not getting stuff out. I feel bad when I can't post
Same with me.
something every week. At the same time, like
There's life.
editing and all that. Yeah, I mean, I got way too much stuff going on that makes it hard, makes it hard.
But you're on spring break right now. But before that, were you still doing the 4 a.m. grind?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm up early, I like to brew early. But lately, no, spring
Or
break,
edit.
I think I brewed or edit, yeah, which it's tough too, but
Yeah.
editing early but spring break, I think I brewed just days ago, and I was like 8 o'clock in the afternoon. That's ideal because then I can drink some beer and chill and brew.
I like it. Was that your second batch on the Clawhammer 240?
Uh, third batch, third
Nice.
batch.
Nice.
I'm fixing to do another one maybe tomorrow. So
There you go. No, I'm not going anywhere for 3 months. So I'm going to brew, and I'm just going to do 5-gallon batches. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get growlers, and I've got enough friends and coworkers now. I'm just going to give a lot of my beer away because all my beer
Yeah.
just sits.
that's what I had to do. I mean, I'm
Not
glad
all of
I
it,
got
but-
that canner. Yeah, I'm glad I got that canner because I end up just canning everything and just giving most of it away.
And it's better to give away. It's not better, but it's a lot cheaper because shipping is not free.
Yeah, no. And shipping, shipping is a bit of a hassle getting it down there and packaged up and all that. But
Yeah, and you can't
do that.
ask your friends for shipping. It's like, oh, you want to try my homebrew? Cool. Like, just send me $25
Here,
for a
I'll
large
send you.
USPS flat
know.
rate box. Yeah, it doesn't really work that way. But I'm
enough people around here. I just drop off little 4-packs, porch bombs, and
Porchies, baby.
happy.
The gift that keeps on giving. Well, let me get Gnomski in here. You guys kind of had a little, how should I call it, guerrilla collab. Shout out. I don't know when the last time you were on was, but it's been a minute, yeah?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have you back, and I'm stoked that you're here and everyone's here. We got 50 people here. 50 barrages in here. We got 9 thumbs ups, 3 thumbs downs. No, I'm just kidding. YouTube got rid of that a long time ago. But let us know what you guys are drinking in the chat. This might take me a second to pull these guys in, but one second. So I'm going to go to add friends. I'm going to go to Gnome. No, that's fine.
Fraba, you're always asking about the Chicken Head IPA. I don't know. I had a chicken pass recently, so that would have been the best time to do a Chicken Head IPA.
And then we'll do Money Man. Should work. Maybe not. Was having problems. Should pull in the same one though.
Hello?
Is that Gnome?
Yep.
What's up, dog? I can hear that beautiful voice, but I can't see this beautiful voice. Let's go to pop out. There it is. And we should be good. All right, man. What's up, Raj?
Too much? Chilling, drinking a weird looking beer.
Yeah, what is that, man? Dill pickle barf juice? IPA or what?
Ecto Cooler.
Oh, I heard about that. How is it?
Really weird, but it's good. It does taste like Ecto Cooler.
Peter Venkman would be down. We got
They nailed it.
I got a super chat here from, memberships here from Steve, Northwest Small Batch Brew. What's up, Raj? So Brian's got to kick off the Discord chat and then accept the new one off there on the left-hand side. Brian, can you hear me? This happened last time. Patrick Sandy's still here. This is what happened with Jorge. That was a fun night, man. With Jorge.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I woke up like 10 beer cans right here. I don't know. We did another one of those 4 5-hour streams.
Back off, war child.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until the next day when you brought it up. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was fun, man. Shout out to everybody who was here for that. All the members, the love, the super chatters, Ron Barnes always, Chris Radiation's in here. Let me pull in Brian really quick. He should.
Yep.
We're gonna kill it, and then we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna go back to. Let's go back to this one. And we're gonna go to Gnome. Nope. Gnome. And we're gonna go to Money Man. Let's go to 2 minutes ago. What happened? Okay, we're 1 for 2. All y'all's ain't here yet. Let me go to Brian. There he is. Okay, let me add Gnome to just this one. We're staying here. Sorry about that, Brian.
Hey, I applaud you for.
Here we go.
We'll get it eventually.
Brian should be here because I'm on him. Like, we're in our room now.
Yeah, I don't know.
This always happens. Damn, I just got a $50 super chat from Stephen Plass, man. What a barrage.
Dude's always there.
Dude's always there, man. Hello.
Ah.
Hey, I just got a super chat from Stephen Plass. He just dropped a bomb, $50, man. Much love, Stephen. Can they still? So you can see it?
I can't see anything. The YouTube video is just black right now, but I heard my voice come through when I was on last time. So, but YouTube's got just a black screen.
So I'm gonna add friends to DM. Let's go. And let's go to. Okay, this should work. Hello.
Check.
Let's clear alert this one. Leave group. Leave this group. Leave this group. Leave this group. Oh, man.
Well, it works for us too.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. I feel bad. You
Fuck,
guys are
man.
running smooth till I joined.
What happened here? I gotta get Brian in here. Can they hear us? Can you hear it
Good
through
question.
the... Hello.
Let me unmute it.
Let me unmute it too. Hello. Yeah, they can hear us. I hear the super chats and the members coming in. Michael Roberts, what's up, Raj? I don't know. Let me kill all of this. Damn. All right, we're killing that. We're killing this. We're killing this. Shit. Man, what a bummer. What a bummer. Stephen Plass, man, I see you in here in the chat. Much love, man. Thank you. You are the barrage. You just paid for so much stray cat food. I have to go shopping for myself, for my stray cats. I got nothing right now, man. Thank you, Stephen Plass. Oh, man, what a bummer. What a bummer. Man, what a fucking nightmare. Okay, we're going to go with that. And we're going to go with... Oh, man. Okay. Please work for elementary. Hello. Sorry, guys. This sucks. This is a nightmare. I think they all have to leave and then come back in. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I got you, Gnome. Let's go to... Yeah, Brian, you got to leave and then look on the left. What am I doing over here? What are we doing over here? Let's go to... How did we do this before? Pop out, and then we'll take that one.
Yeah, Discord's kind of confusing.
It's all a fucking disaster. It's just one giant headache. It's an absolute nightmare. From here on out, I'm just gonna wait till we're all together. You know, if Alias can pop in, sure. If not, like, you know, we'll catch you next week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel bad now.
No, it's not, no. Why would you feel bad?
Well, it was going cool until
No, it's all good. I just gotta figure it out. We can't add Brian. He's got to leave and then enter ours. Like, he's accepted to this one, but if I click out, it'll pull us to that one now, and we're all still. There's still like the rooms open on the left. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, you got to click on one on the left, and you'll pop up. Yeah, from here on out, I'll make sure we're all here. Sorry about that, guys. That was bad. Honest mistake. Sorry, Goose Frabas. Stephen Plass, man, much love for that, dude. I'm going to do an NBC here in a second. Two Idiots Brewing Company. What's up, man? Big shout out to who is that? Tombstone in the house, man. Thank you for those memberships. Much love. Tombstone Todd. Here he is. All right, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, I think all y'all will know what to do because he's popped in here before, right?
Yep. Yeah, after the fact. Yeah.
He's going to pop in right now because it just went to 3.
Oh, that's him.
It should be.
That's all.
Yeah, when you
Can you
brew
hear me?
next, no? Yeah, you're coming in.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Nice.
We can hear you. I got to turn
Yeah,
my
I gotta
AC
turn
on.
on.
Oh, now he
turn
needs to
on
join
my
video.
camera.
Yep. There we
I
go.
gotta turn on my camera.
Nice
There we
cat.
go.
There we go. Ole. All right, everybody,
It
cheers.
was me. I had to figure out how to get over there.
That's
A
what.
little confused.
That's why I need to start everybody together next time because people don't know. Like that happened to Jorge last week or 2 weeks ago. He doesn't know to click
no
off. And then,
biggie.
yeah, it's all good. We're here, man. We're
No,
drinking
I
beer.
don't do
We're chilling
Discord
out.
that often unless I'm on here. So, but
Usually
I figured it out.
people are doing one or the other, right? Because Discord is a stream thing, like a Twitch thing, and then YouTube is, Final Cut Pro or what's the other one? Premiere, man. But we're here. We're hanging out. I was telling Brian, I was like, I don't know if I should drink tonight, man. I just spent $2,000 in San Diego on IPAs and deep fried food.
Sounds like a great reason to drink to me.
Yeah, and I do have 2 days off. Like I got into, I love this guy so much, man. Like Cuz, who's been on the stream before, he called me on Wednesday because I was gonna drive to Nashville Airport and drop my car off and pay for a week of parking. And I've never done that before. They want like $20 a day or whatnot. And he hit me up and was like, hey man, you drive to my house from Murfreesboro and I'll drive you to the airport at like 4 a.m. And I was like, you're coming to me to offer that? Like, usually that's something you would have to like beg a friend for and fill up their gas tank and take them out the night before. He was like, no man, I'm doing all the stunt for Lent right now, for Lent. Come on over. So I was having, I think I talked to you about this, Noam. I was having dinner downtown Knoxville, visiting my buddy at Sushi, and I'm in a hard 2-hour parking. I'm getting ready to go home, get ready for Nashville, and my car doesn't start. And I don't know if it's like a distributor or a starter or a battery. And I'm like, there's no way, man. There's no way. And I had a couple beers. I wasn't worried about having a DUI. I just had like 2 Sierra Nevadas. I was like, no way my car doesn't start. I'm supposed to be in Nashville tomorrow. And it's a 3-hour drive. So I just got my AAA card back. It expired, or I got off my family's, and I got my own like this month. Like my passport came the day before. I didn't end up going to Mexico, but my AAA came in, and the dude shows up on Gay Street. Knoxville, like the busiest street of downtown. And it's my ass, my shitbox car. And he's telling me like, oh, you got to pour 12 ounces of Coke on your battery. I'm like, well, I don't know you're not speaking my language. And he's like, fire the hood up or open the hood. And I turn it on and it rolls over now. So I'm just like, dude, of course that's my luck. Like I just tried it for 20 minutes and wouldn't kick on. It kicked on. I drove straight home. In the morning I woke up. I was like the first dude at Pep Boys. It turned on again. And I had to throw $250 at a battery. Just like, we're off to a bad start on this trip. Like the $250 that was supposed to go towards Padres games or whatever just went to a battery. Here we go, Steve Martin, John Candy, planes, trains, and automobiles. But at the end of the day, it all worked out. Got to the flights, got home, but coming back, we got in at like 2 a.m. He picked me up again, and I woke up and I just drove straight to work to work like a 10-hour shift.
Mm.
Yeah, so I
Like a champ.
yeah, no booze yesterday, and it was like I don't think I said one word at work, and I'm the only guy there, like the worst customer service of all time. Like I didn't say like one word. People are like, "Hey, I like brown ale. Is your brown ale?" Or like, "How big is a liter?" Or like, "How big is this?" I just like show them what it is. How's your how's your apple champagne? Here's a splash. Like nobody talk right now. I'm in like. I'm on like not suicide watch, but I'm on like zombie, like nobody talk right now. Just like nobody talk at all right now. And I didn't drink yesterday. I got off at like 11 o'clock. I came home. I was like, I'm just going to get up at 8 o'clock, go to the gym. And I woke up at noon, slept through the alarm.
Oh,
But I got to the gym. Today. So my psyche's a little bit back. It's a little bit back to feeling good. But no, it's all good, man. I'm stoked we're here. in my mind, I was like, I probably shouldn't drink tonight, but we're drinking tonight. We're drinking double IPAs tonight, and then I'll take like a week off and wait till next Wednesday when we have our Tampa Bay video up. No,
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I got to buy cat food and buy groceries and just kind of get my life back together a little bit. Maybe do like 10 push-ups. Do 10 push-ups.
Eat some tacos.
And then do 10 push-ups, 5 pull-ups, call it even, then go straight to the bar. Hit the titty bar. What up, Twin Monkeys? What's up, Braj? Stephen Plass, man. Thank you so much, dog. What up, Zach Pearson? Goose Fraba. So what do you got going on for videos coming up? Brian? Elementary?
I got onto a Belgian kick. I'm doing some Belgian stuff, so I don't know how soon they'll be out. I hear it bubbling away behind me here. It's a triple, so
nice.
I think I'm gonna bottle condition and all that. So that video will be quite a ways away. Then I got some.
Be proud.
Yeah, I know, and I've been referencing like all his videos because it's actually I brewed a Belgian pale.
Yeah.
And then this triple.
Yeah.
And those are the first Belgian beers, other than like a saison. But those are the first Belgian beers that I brewed ever. I love Belgian beers. I love Chimay. I love all that, but I just never got around to brewing them. Oh, I don't know. I got some Imperial Yeast Urkel in just yesterday, and I'm gonna try some decoction mashing and make a Czech Pils.
That's my next beer after my Yingling clone. I'm going to do a Czech Pils. And I'm kind of riffing off Steve a lot, too. I really like it.
I am, like, totally hitting up his videos for sure, yeah.
I'm hitting up his Portland, Maine video. And I talked to Noam about this because I've never been to Portland, Maine. And I talked to Steve after that. And I said, is it one of those cities where you can just get dropped off in and you don't have to Uber anywhere? He was like, totally. Noam was like, yeah, I've been up there. It's not like, some of the cities that we've been to. Because everybody's got a good beer city. Everyone's got a good beer city. Like every city's got beer and food, right? But I want the cities where me and Steve were talking, was like, if you have to spend more money on Ubering than you do your bar tabs, I don't want to go there. I don't want to not go there, but I want to go to the ones where you can just get dropped off. And whether it's coffee or food or burritos or beer, we could walk everywhere. And
is Nashville like that? Is Tennessee's like that?
Nashville, yes. Knoxville for sure. Nothing
sure.
like you can do it kind of in every city, but like when I'm in San Diego, I was in San Diego all week, but I'm in North County. I'm up at my buddy's breweries at the coast. People are like, "Hey, I'm flying into San Diego. What breweries do you recommend downtown?" I'm like, "I have no clue. Is Stone still there? Is Ballast Point still there? Even though these guys sold out, are they still there? I don't know. I'm an hour away from those guys now."
Yeah. San Diego just seems like everything's a little bit more spread out. Like you got to Uber and drive to get to anything good.
That was like Tampa. That's like Austin, So there's a lot of beer cities out. Like every major city in America with a big airport or sports teams is going to have beer now. But I want the Asheville's. Portland.
Yeah, there's
Portland.
So
Oregon.
we go to we'll go to like Fresno, and there's like a brewery district downtown, and
That's
you
what
can walk to most of those places.
Yeah,
there's maybe like 5, 6. Like it seems like, I don't know, some of those videos you posted, it seems like there's like 20.
There's a lot.
You can go to a lot. I mean, that sounds like trouble to me, but I don't know.
No, that's what I want. Like, no, remember we were in Austin and we finally got to the downtown and Ollie was like, I lived over here, and we went to
Lazarus Zilker.
Yeah, on that street there was a lot of action, but everywhere else you're kind of driving around a lot. And if you come into San Diego, people are like, well, yeah, Stone is still around, like the one the big Stone off Nordall. With San Diego traffic nowadays, you got to go on the 5 north to the 78 east. You're like, that's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like
the only brewery out there too.
I'm saying, like, when people come into town, they're like, "Oh, I'm coming to San Diego. I want to go to Stone." Like, dude, you are so far from the airport. You're looking at like $80 Uber each way.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
When me and Apartment Steve, were in Asheville, maybe because the first time I went with Just and I went with Steve, you're literally like, that's Wicked Weed. There he is. What up, dog?
Good, bro.
That's Wicked Weed. This is Burial. Here's High Wire. Here's Green Man. You're literally just looking around. You're like, these are phenomenal breweries. Like,
Yeah.
is there anything else in here? I mean, there is. You know, you go up here, here's a coffee shop or a consignment store. But you could literally have a stone's throw in Asheville that gets you to like 10 breweries on 2 streets. And they're great. Yeah. So if anybody in the chat, let us know what's the best brewery cities where you don't need to Uber, like San Diego. What up, Adam Hattie? I've always said that the little breweries are the best breweries.
Yeah.
What's up, all y'all? What's good, man? Where's my hat? When's my hat coming in?
Dude, I've been waiting. Like,
I'm just giving you shit.
I've been looking at when it's like the queue of when my thing is gonna be shipped out to me, and I'm like, it's at 950 in front of me. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, people hit me up. They're like, I bought a Homebrew for Life t-shirt. It's been a month. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man, except that
I'm sorry.
flip a coin.
I'm glad like people who prepaid kind of thing, like, and I have it all written down.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, sorry, like,
Party time.
just the people I went with, like, I went with good quality hats, and they're busy, and so
I think
I'm at their.
everybody's backed up right now. Like I looked into
for sure.
everything that's coming from overseas is backed up right now because the people that have the money that are moving product to make a lot more money are getting it first. They don't give a shit about like, these YouTubers that are trying to push, you know.
They don't care about little brown men brewing.
Terrible towels and CH sweatbands. What up, Nathan McVeigh? What up, Metal Memory?
Cameras look nice. I need to upgrade my camera.
Do we all look good today?
You guys all look really good.
Everyone looks good. We got a party time T-shirt on up
Also,
there.
Time.
my lighting
Party
is
times
probably
in the
like
chat.
poor. Also, my lighting is pretty horrible too. Like
It's
it's,
all
just
about
like
the audio,
right
though.
above me.
It's all about the audio. Well, I got a $50 super chat earlier from Stephen Plass, so I'm gonna do mandatory beer chug, and I'm gonna bring that mandatory beer.
This is what I'm drinking.
Nice. I'm just gonna do.
Sounds good.
I gotta get another beer.
Brian, what are you
What
gonna do next?
Why are you drinking like salsa? No,
Yeah, everyone's asking.
It must have been the
It's Ecto Cooler.
Also,
it's what?
Ecto Cooler. It is a beer.
I've
I'll
heard
show
of
you the
it.
can.
I've heard of it. But
Hold on, I'm gonna zoom you in Discord so I can see.
Sorry.
Metal Memory, Tampa Bay is a little spread out. Yeah,
Put it
the
back
way
again.
What's up?
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Tampa Bay is a
There we
little
go.
bit spread out.
There it is,
It's
yeah.
nowhere as near as gnarly as San Diego. Even for us to go to the Padre game, that was epic, by the way. Going down there and watching San Diego State win, and then go to Padre opening day and watch your boy. What's his name? Xander Bogaerts? Was that ex-Boston?
Yeah.
He's the man. He
He
I don't
is.
know what's going to happen when they bring Tatis back. Put him in right field or somebody in right field, but he's a shortstop. I don't know what the game plan for that was.
I
He's
thought he
really
was gonna
good.
play second base.
But then you got Crone, I guess, playing first base now.
Maybe he'll go to right field. They'll just throw him out in right or left.
He has played
Yeah.
a little bit of third. I don't know who you have on the team for third.
Manny
but,
Machado, the best
Manny
player.
Machado, he's
Come
not
on,
going
man.
anywhere, man.
Yeah, he's even better than all those guys, I think.
Right.
Well, he doesn't get hurt. He's durable. But no, just to go from Carlsbad Village, where I lived by Pizza Port, to go downtown in San Diego takes an hour. An hour. We didn't go anywhere in Austin that took an hour, did we?
No,
No.
we didn't.
Yeah,
Maybe like
20 minutes.
30
tops?
minutes at most.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah, I think our furthest drive was probably 20 minutes.
and all the roads are beat up and they're backed up. The 78's backed up, and I'm not used to that because I don't have traffic up. I don't have income tax up here. I don't, my gas is $2.50 a gallon. I go to San
Tennessee
Diego.
doesn't have state income tax.
San Diego has the highest state income tax.
Oh, I thought you were saying Tennessee doesn't have.
No, I know. So when I come to Tennessee and I go back
Mhm.
into California, it's just like more traffic than ever. All the roads are beat to shit. I go on Uber or I go on Lyft or whatever, and it's like, all right, yeah, that's 4 miles away. You will be there in 45 minutes. I'm like, 4 miles away in
The
Knoxville is like
fuck?
10 minutes, dude. Like, so to go from a
Yeah.
town with no traffic to go back to San Diego, and then I
I
was
feel like you could walk that faster.
kinda, I don't do uphills. I don't run uphill, but
Yeah.
no, like I was like, I'm thinking in my head, I was like, is this as bad as LA now? This is crazy. And then I flew out of LAX, and to go from Union Station to LAX, it took like an hour to go maybe like 3 miles. I was like, dude, there's so many people in Southern California. There's
That's
so
wild.
many people. Yeah.
That's
But
fucking wild, dude.
my flight was at 6:55. I got there at 6:30, which is kind of typical for me. I was able to catch like the San Diego State UConn game when it was like 10 to 15. Before it was like a slaughterhouse. But now I got another flight. Got back into town at 1 o'clock. Buddy picked me up at 2 o'clock. Got to work. We're here now, man. We're living good. We're chilling. Planes, trains. What are those little scooter things called now?
The bird scooters?
The bird, yeah, planes, trains, birds, and automobiles.
Birds.
Yeah.
They call them birds?
Well, that's the company
Brand
name.
name.
That,
What up, Blackwood? But we're all here, man. We got some beer to drink tonight.
Dude, I've been needing a beer so bad, so I'm so down for it. I think I'm going to work from home tomorrow.
I'm going to get a beer, BRB. Brian, did you fill one up?
No, not yet. I got to grab one. I'll grab one. It's only going to take me like 30 seconds.
All right. I'll go with you. I'll be faster.
This is good, but I'm not going back to this.
What
I
is it?
I think I'm ecto coolered out. It's basically just like a kind of like a smoothie IPA, but orange, tangerine, and lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
It is really good, but my God, is it sweet?
What did they use to get the green color?
I don't think I want to know. Yeah, that's a great question. Probably just like they don't list it on the can. I know that.
I was wondering if they're going to use food dye or like
blue spirulina or whatever, that algae stuff. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
a beer made with that. It was awesome. I think it was sour. It was so good.
Yeah, that might even add like a bit of mouthfeel.
You having a Modelo?
Modelo Especial, yeah.
Hey, it's Modelo time, cuh.
Dude, I don't know if you guys do this too, but I can't stop pouring salt into my lagers now. I see the old guys do it at High Wire.
Oh yeah.
And I
Dude,
just,
all my lagers I do lime. I'll do lime with
There's
them.
nothing wrong with a little lime and salt in the lager.
No, there's not. I mean, I'm such
at
a
all.
sodium junkie as is that shit, I'll start pouring it into my IPAs. Just got a little lager up here. A little lager never hurt anybody. Brian, what's your round two? What'd you go with?
Modelo.
Oh, I got it. All right. I'm caught up.
Modelo.
Let us know what you guys are drinking, what you guys are brewing. What's up, everybody? What's up, Keith Allen? I missed the food, but hated the traffic. Yeah, I kind of not sold, but I made my peace with San Diego. I did the math, and like, I think I was paying like $500 or $600 a month for income tax. And you don't have to pay that, and you look back and you're like what did that go towards? Like, what did I like? The roads are all getting worked on, and I don't know. Gas is half the price, to go back to that. I'll love San Diego. I will always be down to visit. I just don't think I could ever live there ever again.
Visiting and living are two different things.
Two different worlds.
Traffic. Yeah, the traffic down there just like last time we went down, the drive between San Clemente and Encinitas was like
An hour?
the worst traffic I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't ever want to do this again.
No, so to Brian, for me, because you live up in you're like Central Valley.
We're Central
Coast?
Valley, but I used to live down like in San Clemente area, and I
And it
remember
wasn't
going
bad?
down to like it wasn't that bad, but now it's like it was so bad. It
Yeah.
was, like you're literally like 1 mile an hour stopped.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're getting out of their cars and on the side of the road. It's ridiculous.
That's how it was. Like, where Carlsbad Village Drive is? Like, right when you get off there, there's a lot of action.
Yeah.
Like, there's a 7-Eleven right there. As soon as you get off, like, you can't get off. Everyone's a logjam right there.
yeah.
But the bar or the brewery I'm going to is still a mile down the road. I just get out right there. Man, I'll pay you for the full fare, but I could walk faster than all of this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. We ended up, when we went to that Padres game, we took the train from Encinitas, basically, or
Yeah,
I guess,
Solana,
like,
Encinitas,
North
or Carlsbad.
Is public
Yeah.
transport
Yeah.
good in California?
Just the coaster, and the one that goes north-south is the coaster, and the one that goes east-west is the Sprinter.
That was cool.
It is cool.
That was cool. My boys had a fantastic time. That was awesome.
Petco Park got some love in here from Rob Ritchie. Has tipped $10.69. I'm gonna bet my life savings, which is not
Chris
much,
Ratty.
insufficient funds. That is Chris Radiation. But that's cool. You've been at Petco Park because it's a mall. It's a beautiful park. It's a beer garden. It's a food court. it's the fastest way to spend
California-
$300 without even thinking about it.
Best California stadium, hands down.
You think so? Is it better than Angels?
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah. It's like a party.
I
Everyone's
know.
there to like have a good time, man.
Yeah, I
Angel
know.
Stadium is just everybody kind of chills and they know their team sucks, so they don't ever cheer or anything like that. So
I always go by it. I go by it every time I do the Union Station to Oceanside. I always see it. I see the Honda Center. I think I did a Honda Center. What's the football stadium that I pass by?
in LA,
Maybe I'm thinking of the Angel
Rams
Stadium.
now?
Is the Angel Stadium a big one? Is it like 60,000? 60,000? Because Petco's like maybe 40.
I don't know if it holds that many. I'm guessing maybe 50.
Because it's way bigger. Who plays at the Honda Center? The Kings?
That's the wasn't
The
it
Ducks?
the Ducks? Are they still the Ducks anymore? Yeah, it's the Anaheim Ducks.
I don't know. But I see a lot of stadiums when I go through there. Yeah. But anyway, the traffic is out of control, man. But back to beer, man. What's going on with you, Aliaz? What are you brewing next?
I think I might do like a West Coast IPA.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know. I've just been really craving like. I think I'll do like a small batch, like a 3-gallon batch of like a 7% beer.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's like getting really hot here in Texas, but I don't know. I've just been really craving one for some reason. So might do that. And then I really want to play around with the dill pickle beer. I think.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
I think that's-
sour? You gonna make a
Let's
sour?
Yeah.
Or like a goes or whatever you say?
Yeah, like it goes. I think I'll still stick with the whole
Goes away and
what is it? The
Brian's
Philly
Terminal.
sour yeast. It's been good to me. Works really well, and it just makes life easier, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going for
I've
something.
got the claw hammer. Like I want to do another kettle sour. So it'd be so
So,
easy.
yeah.
Dude, that's my third
Winter
batch.
ice. Or
Yeah.
good.
So like
I love
the
those.
nice
Yeah.
thing is like I could probably do a kettle sour without even worrying about temp control, because like
Yeah.
in Texas, like I can just probably throw it into the garage,
Yeah.
like
Sure. Yeah.
or
My
just
garage
keep it
is
outside on the
around
patio
95
for like
degrees.
overnight, because they'll stay like in the summer they'll stay 90 degrees outside.
Yeah.
That's all I really need.
Our garage is about 90, 95 in the
There
summer.
you go. That's
Where are
perfect,
you
man.
located?
Central Valley of California. So
Okay.
it's easily it's over 100 for at least 60 days in the summer.
Yeah.
San Diego's got like 1 weekend of that, and we would do a kettle sour down there.
That's humid down there, though. It's always it feels worse in San Diego sometimes when it's 80 and humid.
It's
Yeah, we
gross
do
in
get humidity
Knoxville
pretty
right
bad
now.
here.
What's my shit looking at right now?
I
Knoxville's
bet, yeah.
hot right now. Got a super chat here from Midnight Madness, man. Much love you, Braj. Thank
Yeah.
you, Midnight. Always showing love. Whoa.
Goose, I don't think I'm gonna make it spicy. Like I don't think people really like this whole, like I like spicy pickles, but I don't think
You
I'd
make
go
it
for a
spicy?
spicy pickle beer.
You like it this
Dill.
spicy? What am I looking
But-
at?
I had a pickle
I'm-
beer and
I might do
I
a
couldn't
split
even-
batch and do half spicy, half not. I don't know. We'll see.
couldn't even finish it. It was
Oh, really?
it was too much.
Where's the
There's
humidity?
There's some that are
button?
really good, and there's some that are like
Yeah.
just mediocre at best.
So like
77 in
to
Knoxville.
get the pickle flavor, do you just add a bunch of dill, or like you actually add pickle juice? Like
Both.
I'm doing
both,
pickles.
yeah. Because I was like, because I make my own pickles. I've been doing that for quite a while, and I love
I've
that.
had those. Those were good. I can vouch
Yeah,
for
they're-
that.
And like I make pickled onions all the time too. So it's like,
Nothing better.
Just
Pickled
might as
onions,
well.
Man. Pickled onions can go on everything, dude. They can go on
dude, I
Mexican
like
food,
literally
fish
always
tacos,
have a batch ready to go.
chicken tacos.
And if I don't, like I have a red onion always in my fridge ready to like turn into pickled onions.
Pickled onions IPA. Pickled onion
Don't know about
sour. Pickled onion sour.
Pickled onion sour, like goza would be good. I feel like
Hell yeah.
with like some like
sauerkraut sour.
peppercorns and stuff like that.
Sauerkraut
Kinda-
sour IPA.
So
Sauerkraut
make it-
sour.
I gotta
It's
That
the
makes
This
sour-
was years
Sour-
ago, but I did have a beer that had
It's the bee's knees.
onions in like every part of the process. Like they used a certain type of onion in the mash. They like roasted some onions, added
Interesting.
oil. It was yeah. It was, speaking of interesting, it tasted interesting. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, but
I don't think I could have more than like an 8-ounce pour of that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too out there.
Onion ring IPA.
Dry hopped and Funyuns.
Yeah, dry hopped and Funyuns.
Not bad. Not bad. No, that's killer. You've got the 240 system over there. Did you reach out to
Is
them?
it the 20? Is that the 20 gallon or the 10 gallon?
It's the 20 gallon.
Yeah, okay.
They reached out to me about the keg fermenter and me the prototype for that, and then after that, Emmett was like, "You want me to send you a system, a 20 gallon?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Damn.
Hells yeah.
What is that? $2,000?
Yeah.
It's close to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about making the switch to electric, and yeah, I mean, no looking back now. So
what'd you brew on before?
With the same thing that I have. We have the same exact systems. Yeah, but we had this. What's our burner? That $200 one with the copper.
Had that Edel metal, that Edel metal brew burner with the Edel metal kettle, and I was doing like a 2-vessel system with that. What
was your burner you were using on that?
At Edel metal.
No. The kettle. What was your boil kettle?
Oh, I have the Edel metal. I have the 15-gallon Megapot, and I have a 10-gallon Edel metal that Northern percent.
And Edel metal also makes the burner, the same burner that we have.
They have the burner and the kettle, which has
burner
like
and
nice
the kettle
copper handles. It's magic. Yeah, it's nice, and it's got the Whirlpool port, which is like super solid. I love that.
These guys have been around for a long time. You vouch for their products?
True.
Edel metal?
It's Northern Brewer. That's who sent it to me. But yeah, their stuff is solid. That stuff is solid.
Okay, I still haven't used my burner yet, so can't.
That burner's awesome. Yeah, that burner, it cranks, but it sucks through propane. I mean it.
Right. The BTUs are too gnarly for like what you actually need it for.
1,000 BTU. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fast.
How
Chris,
many?
We haven't noticed your brand sponsorship.
Yeah.
How many watts is the 20-gallon system? 5,500.
That's 5,500. Yeah.
Party time. Party time. But I don't think I have the 120 or the 2. I don't even.
No, you had the 120.
I mean, I don't have the setup to upgrade that. And even if I did that, it'd just be more free beer that I'm giving away to my coworkers.
Well, I'm not
to upgrade to the 20-gallon.
There's no need for me to ever have a 20-gallon system unless I move back to San Diego, and that's never going to happen.
For me, there's only a few times I feel like I could use it. Like when I was brewing for Barbecue Austin, it would have been nice to have that 20-gallon system. That'd been great. I could have made 10-gallon batches.
And I thought about doing a YouTube bit where I was like, I don't know what to do with all this beer. I've got 10-gallon batches of beer. And I go down there and I feed it, bring it to the church and give it to all the homeless people. And I'm like, this is the wrong joke, go give it to people that are, have their lives together. Yeah.
You want some beer?
Yeah. All these
you got to serve it in 40 ounces.
All these people.
They're all
relapsing on Humber for
just
life.
Go straight to a rehab center. Just as they're coming out, hey, what a beer.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with it, right?
All your.
You guys
put in a paper bag, save all your old English 40s.
You guys like to drink, don't you?
Sponsor an AA meeting.
I heard you guys like to drink. I heard you guys like stuff for free. No,
free beer.
I thought about it. That's that's a 1980s joke when you could get away with.
Oh yeah, you could not get away with that now.
My kids did a. My kids
today.
Kids did a lemonade stand the other day, and I wanted to go out there and do a free beer.
Yeah.
Something like lagers are the best beer ever. Change my mind or something like that. And just
that would be a great YouTube video. You just all these parents are coming up and supporting these little kids. They look over at Brian over there, like a grown ass man selling beer, and the line shifts all over there, and all these kids are shit out of luck now. That could be a good bit. Yeah. Brian's over there collecting quarters.
It'd be funny, the parents are no, screw you. You don't get to take the money back from their kids and go straight to Brian.
That'd be funny, man.
Somebody came by and bought two lemonades for my son and gave him $20. Was like, keep the change. I'm like, damn,
dude. I don't even know if I got $1 back in the day. Maybe it was a 1, but never a 5. But it was always quarters because we always did that grind. We were always doing the lemonade stand. We had bikers and runners coming up and down. The happy dark hour, the sad hour. What up, Juvenal? I was talking about the people who were super chatting in last week's or 2 weeks ago with Jorge that came on, and Juvenal's.
There's a bunch of people donating. Yeah.
Juvenal says San Diego barrage, man. I hope he's keeping up with the Padres. I hope that the Padres are playing tonight, which is crazy because that'd be like 5 in a row if anybody's got the update on that. But how are you guys doing? I know that the Brian was telling me that the Halos are not projected to do all too much this year, but what's up with the Astros and the Red Sox?
Red Sox are sucking. They're
Really?
2-4. Yeah, they just got swept by the Pirates.
Damn.
Yeah, the Angels won today. They beat Seattle again. They're 4-2, off to a winning record. That's
a
good.
killer start.
Yeah.
Where are we at? 4-3. I think the Friars finally got the day off. Well deserved.
Oh damn.
What about the Astros? MLB
3-4.
It's not a race; it's a
Play
marathon. We almost got.
Yeah.
We almost lost 3 in a row to the Rockies. The Rockies.
Yeah, the beginning of the season doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
I think the Astros have a couple injuries too. I know that.
We don't have to tease.
Altuve went down in the World Baseball.
Yes, he got hit by
Yeah.
that pitch.
He got hit by the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
What up, Daddy-O? What's up, Pops? Love you, Pops. Pops Hardy's in here.
Hey.
But I told you
nice.
that,
Oh,
Elias,
Hardy,
the
yeah.
Padres are like the official
Padres
Major
and the
Leagues
Astros were the ones who
favorites.
were
And if you swipe
favorite
right
to
on
win
that
the.
Instagram post, they're saying it's the Padres, but they probably just jinxed them, and now it's going to be all uphill forever, man.
It's gonna be Sports Illustrated or nothing less.
Well, here's the thing. I hope that the Padres are just kind of like, maybe second place in the West, kind of doing this, kind of doing that, and then they get El Nino back, Tatis, and it's just like, what was his name? Bobby Boucher coming back at halftime, and the Mud Dogs won the Super Bowl, coming down the stretch. But
Padres are going to be tough to beat.
Padres are going to be tough to beat, but every team, there's a lot of good teams this year. I think the Phillies, the Mets, and the Braves.
I would love to see Phillies, Padres go to the World Series. That would be it. Or
they
can't.
NLCS.
They can. They're both
They did
National
that. They
League.
did that last time.
Phillies, Padres in the National
NLCS.
League.
Yeah, that'd be rad. That'd be rad. Ryan has tipped $10. Finally going to do a CBC with my brewery next month in Nashville. I'm probably going to stop by one night in Knoxville on the way. Would love to go brewery hopping with you. Would you be down? I'm always down, man, but I always work except for Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But if you're in Knoxville, come into Highwire Brewery and I'll buy you a beer or charge you $20. We'll feel it out from there. No, but it's so funny because I haven't seen a Padres game in 3 years, and this is probably the best Padres seats I've ever gotten. We were like 15 rows back from third place.
Oh yeah, I saw it on you sent me pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
were right
oh,
there,
shit.
man. Yeah.
Dude, you were right
charge
there,
a lot
yeah.
for the tickets down there, man. Tickets are
It was
expensive.
$500 on Thursday for the same exact seats. They were 120, and I was like, I'd rather go to a Saturday game than a Thursday game because I want to get crazy. Yeah. We can't go crazy on a work night. I'm on vacation, but my friends have jobs.
Right, they got to go to work the next day. Yeah,
some of my friends have jobs, but I've been watching so much baseball on TV for these last 3-4 years, and even when you're at a Padre game or a baseball game and you have shitty seats, you kind of see the game better, and you're like, okay, from the pitcher's stance or from behind it, you're like, that's curveball, that's fastball, that's a routine grounder, that's a routine pop up. I was like, I could feel that. When I was at the game, I was like, these guys have fucking cat-like reflexes. There's no way I could ever field like a routine ground ball. Like, there's no way on planet Earth. Maybe if it got hit
when you're way closer, you can actually feel the speed of the ball moving.
The closer you get, you're like when the guy throws a fastball, he releases it here, you don't see it, and then it shows up here, and you look up and you're like, that was only 94 miles per hour? Like, what does 100 look like?
Somebody hit a
swing
ground ball that was like a 111 exit velocity. That's like, I wouldn't even get in front of that.
I'd have, if I was a first baseman, I'd dress like one of those goalies from field hockey. Remember that chick sport in high school where they have like more shit on than jousters and they hit the ball to each other?
Machado's got a cannon over there at third. That would break my hand. Probably.
Yeah. No, these guys are ninjas, man. This is as close as you'll ever get to a real life ninja. And just like a double hop, like right at their face, and they just like side swipe it and get the guy out. It's like I would have to calculate that. Like, you know, first things first, like either protect my hand with one hand and like my penis
And they're
with
like,
another.
and it's split like half second. They're just deciding, do I swing or do I not? Right?
No, it's no joke, man. Baseball players are out of their minds. They're out of their minds, especially the third baseman guys that get those rockets hit right down the line.
Yeah.
That's like
Oh,
the
those,
shortest.
those move so fast.
Yeah, the shortstop, he's a little bit further back. He's got like another, I don't know, a few milliseconds to kind of get his shit together. But those third baseman guys are insane. Sometimes they catch it, and then like by the time they throw it, they're in foul territory, and they get the guy out.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, man. Like, I understand this whole, 10-year, $400 million contract.
Dude, like, yeah, throwing the ball from third to first and then getting that person out, like, it's
long.
I
wild.
know. Is he throwing it faster than the pitchers? I mean, like, that's a further.
And they're not. That's what's crazy. They're not, man.
They're
not. I think O'Neal Cruz had the fastest throw, and it was 100 miles an hour from shortstop to first base last year.
And it's happened once.
You got dudes
pitchers
like
do that all the
Shohei
time.
Ohtani are throwing like 100 for 7 innings,
And it's so weird because pitchers, they could, paint the corner, and they could put it here, they could put it there. They get a little dribbler, goes back to them, and they try to go to second to get the double play. They overthrow the guy and have a shitty throw all the time. Like, I don't get it. Like, you literally just had this dart bullseye that you've been hitting all game, and then, like, just throw to first or second or third. They always get it to first. But when they try to go to second, I swear it's like 50-50. It's going to go off the shortstop's, the snow cone of his mitt, and it always just cracks me up. And then you got Manny Machado, who's just like beelines it there. I've never seen him have an overthrow or underthrow or.
What's the average like ball speed that like after the hits the bat?
Well, it's like you said, it's like
velo?
it's
exit
like
speed,
110, but every bounce it slows down just like in tennis.
Right.
Yeah.
But like
I don't know
going
what
into the like a home run, like what's that speed usually?
They're usually between 100 and I think the fastest or the highest exit velocity last year was like maybe 115, 118. I don't know. Could be wrong on that.
Wow. Okay.
I would say
I mean, for that big of a ball, that's fucking fast.
Not only that, but like that makes me think like, has anybody ever been to a tennis game and sat in close? That's probably insane.
Those guys
It moves so fast.
Yeah,
like 120.
they're going like 125. Yeah.
Have you ever been to pro golf?
One time I saw Jeff Ogilvy.
So
win a
we took
tournament
one of our
Augusta,
buddies one time, like just this past weekend, and he's like, "Dude, how are you guys watching the ball?" And I told him, "Don't look at where the ball is. Like,
You're
look
talking
like
about
at
off
least
a
like
drive.
off a drive,
Off a
off even a iron swing. Like, because off a drive, I think my average speed, my ball speed is around 145 to 150.
So it's the speed or how high it goes up? Because I played with a guy on Friday, my cousin. He hits it so high up. I'm just like, dude, I gotta have like LASIK surgery to hang
145 to 150 miles an hour is the ball speed.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So I hit it like half.
Yeah.
How do you measure that in golf? Like, are there?
There's they have like a range finder, like little sensor things that you can do, and especially like if you do like the indoor stuff, they'll have like sensors all around you and
Top Golf.
base. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Got one here in
And
Knoxville.
then but yeah, because like pros are around like 165 to 175. And like that 10 mile an hour difference is between hitting like a 280-yard drive to like 320, 330-yard drive, which is ridiculous.
I'm gonna buy some golf clubs.
But then, so like my buddy was like, "How do you see where the ball's gonna go?" I'm like, "Just look like 10 yards in front of the player, and that's when you'll catch it." And so he did that, and he was like, "Oh, there it goes, there it goes." But it's like that ball just moves so fast.
We got to get good at that pro sport. That's that Olympic sport. It's probably the only the four of us should start this. It's the one where it's like shuffleboard, and then like 3 guys
Curling?
run up and they like
that
you know,
curling
clean- yeah, I think
on the
that's our
ice?
only shot at becoming pros. Like every other sport in real life is so out of control.
I'll be the sweeper.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, like this is a bar game. You guys made gold medals in the Olympics for.
Darts?
Like this is
Use darts.
yeah, like what's next? Like beer pong in the Olympics is ridiculous. Curling.
I have a hard
yeah.
time taking that seriously, but obviously, you know, they're better than everyone else. Like,
But
they
it's
must-
stupid. Who grew up playing that? Nobody grew up playing that except for like crazy Russians
Canadians.
or Iceland
Canadians,
people.
probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy sport. I guarantee you we have a better shot at the 4 of us going to play the curling champions of the world, top 16 teams. We do better than that than playing any sport in high school and trying to make the JV team or varsity, except for maybe Ollie. I was playing golf because he shreds.
I went and threw some batting practice to my boys. They wanted to try to go hit home runs today at the local park, and I'm like,
Put
hey,
on,
throw
like-
me some. And I practically like pulled a muscle trying
Yeah,
to
hit
the
70.
dude. I'm
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah. No, that's funny because there's a batting cage at a brewery in Escondido, one that Stone owned, and all they did was sours. It was good. It was so weird. It had what was that place? Somebody help me out. A sour place off the 78. It's a brewery. It's a batting cage, and it's an axe throwing place. What could
possibly go
yeah,
wrong?
Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah.
Did you sign a waiver?
No, but
Yeah, you have to.
maybe
There's no way.
Yeah,
you
maybe I did, or maybe if you don't now, it's going to be around in 2024, mandatory. But I remember we're like, hey, let's go try to hit 70 miles per hour, and I was like, dude, we were lucky just to get some foul tips. Our bat speed
That's
was
wild.
so
Yeah,
damn
no.
slow. It was so sorry. Yeah.
Well, especially if you're drinking too, right? Like you're
Well, if
gonna.
you're drinking, sometimes it works the other way, and you
your
get this like,
reflexes get faster.
you get
Yeah,
this,
when you're
you get
drinking,
this
you
Paul
get
Bunyan
better.
strength. Yeah.
Good strength, but
God,
reaction
what's this place
time.
called? No, check this place out. It's so crazy. Axe throwing brewery. Axe throwing.
There's,
I'm not
Well,
kidding.
because a lot of the axe throwing places here in Austin, they're BYOB, and I'm like, that's
That's even worse.
dangerous.
Because people are bringing in their buzz
they're
balls.
bringing in.
Okay, double
Yeah,
A.
they're bringing in buzz balls. They're bringing in wine. They're bringing in liquor. They're bringing in like fucking anything and everything, and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Is this place doing business?
There's a place around here that does that axe throwing as well. They have like good beer on tap, and I shit you not, like right next door with a door that leads right to it is like fast go karts inside.
Yeah.
Face and then like racing go karts.
Wild
Which
barrel.
Seems awesome.
Wild barrel.
Yeah. Moving all got it. Yeah.
Wild barrel.
Wild barrel. It was the dude that used to be the head brewer at Stone, and he went to do his own thing. He calls himself like Dr. Jones. It's kind of stupid, but yeah, Wild Barrel Brewing, and their beer was good. I mean, that was 2 years ago. A lot of liabilities could have happened in the meantime to shut that place down. But yeah, Rancheros Road, San Marcos Boulevard. Let me throw this in the chat. Are you of legal drinking age? Carding people on your website is the least thing you should be worried about at an axe throwing, fastball pitching brew house. It says it's still here. Yeah. No, but the beer was good. The beer was great. And I'm a
Hell yeah.
sour junkie.
That's true.
Yeah. Wild Barrel Brewing.
You had me at sours, so
Oh, yeah.
and axe throwing.
Check this out. Do they can it, though? That's a good question. Well, it's tough to can sours because you have to bring the pH up. When you do want to can a good sour, all the breweries put them in the 750s or the 375s, and that gets expensive. It's not.
Wait, why is that?
You just don't want to have something with low
canned
pH
sours,
and
huh?
shitty aluminum, cheap aluminum.
Aluminum.
Yeah, because when it does
About
tear up, when it goes through the lining of the can, what do people do? They start putting it all over social media. It's like the worst press for a brewery ever to have.
Right.
Exploding.
Right.
Not exploding, but you kind of explode. Not exploding, but like just leaking through in your fridge. And,
Right.
First thing
Yeah.
they're
No,
gonna
that's
do
no.
is put it on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah, so the lower pH ones, like the 3.5, the 3.6s, those will be in cans. But the stuff lower than that. It's always in that weird bottle too. It's not like a Pinot Noir bottle, but it kind of looks like that, you know, because the bottle game's
Oh, it like have the shape of it kind of thing.
yeah, like a
Like thin neck and then like nice fat bottom.
yeah, like a one-off of a one-off.
Is that because it needs to handle higher carbonation, or?
No, it's because you typically want to sell each one of these things for like $20 or $25. So it's weird to do like a 16 ounce. So if you bring it up to like whatever those are,
Yeah.
it's just
So
a better.
they probably put them in like 750 ml bottles kind of
I think
thing.
they're 750, but they're different style than like in wine. There's like a Burgundy bottle, a
Yeah.
Cab bottle, and a Pinot bottle. You know, and it, all depending on what style that variety is, you put it in that bottle. Like you'll never see Cabernet Sauvignon in a Chardonnay bottle.
Right.
It's always in the long, skinny one, like the long,
Yeah.
fatter one will always be like Chardonnay or Pinot Noir. But yeah, like we do that at Highwire. We sell them for $25, and then like another $20 if you want to drink it in house. Bottle service IPA. Yeah, Chris Radiation might know a little bit more about this because he's a home brewer. He's an award-winning home brewer, but he makes the wine. So that wine bottle stuff and the sour bottle stuff is a whole different game. I don't know. Noam, do you have anything on this?
Sorry, I was talking to Northwest. My
We got a
bad.
drink. Noam just said sorry.
All right. I need another beer.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I
Be
failed
right
you.
back.
Bring back one of those 22-ounce bottles.
Go
Adam
down.
Hattie. The Bomber game, I think it's gone forever unless it's the sours we just talked about. But I do like the idea of that. And I think the last like ditch effort to keep those were, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong where you guys are at. Like the anniversary beers, like the barrel aged stuff that they put in like 16.9.
Talking 22 ounce.
The 22 ounce bottles,
22 ounce
yeah. And I think people kind of put a lot of chips in that. And they weren't selling the way they were 5 years ago, so maybe they just got rid of it altogether.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've seen some of those of your favorite local breweries?
I've seen somebody do bombers, but yeah, it's almost like it's too much.
$60.
Yeah, it's too much for one. It's like a share beer, you know.
Yeah, show off beer. Your boss is coming into town. It's a trophy beer. What about you, Noam? Do you still see those?
So the brewery that was like kind of the last to do it was Clown Shoes. They would do, like you said, a lot of their barrel aged stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then they got acquired by Harpoon and they disappeared completely. I haven't seen them in years.
That was it.
But I do like that format. I wish it came back, to be honest.
Me too. And I remember I was at a brewery called Culture. I actually worked there for a little bit. But they took their one barrel aged stout and they would like make four whatever in secondary with it. Like one would be macadamia nut, or one would be this, one would be that. And they were all so good. And they went the extra mile, dipped it in candle wax like Maker's Mark, you know, so when you pull the top off, it feels like it's like some Indiana Jones shit or, you know, Game of Thrones. And they put like glitter on top of that and individually wrote on the back like 1 of 1,000 or 1 of 500. Fuck whoever's job was doing that. But anyway, I thought it was so good, and it was they were $25, and I bought a couple, and they just didn't sell. They just didn't move at all. And then after, you know, you try to sell stuff like that at your anniversary, it's like after your anniversary, you might have a couple days after that, like, hey, we got one left, you know. But a week, month after that, like no one gives a shit. No one's buying those. You might have like the one diehard dude like Gnome or one of us, but like
I was about to say, I'd be the asshole that buy that shit.
the 0.0001%. But no, there's not too many bottles and beers. And in our sours that are killer that we put in bottles, they don't move. They're at, you know, they're not even in the fridge. They're at room temperature. They don't have to be in the fridge. But no, it's like kind of like a surprise when someone buys one of those. And sometimes they're like, hey, let me get one of those. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, I want to get that. It's like bottle service. I'm like, let me pour you a splash of like another sour we have on, you know, because if you haven't had a sour beer, don't just buy something that's in a bottle for the presentation of it, you know, like, but I don't know. Candle wax bottle. Stephen Plass, man. Still with us, man. What's up, you barrage? Hope you're doing good with that dieting and all that stuff, man. What's everyone having? I'm just doing a lager right now. It's probably got more sea salt in it than alcohol. But it's all
I'm
good.
drinking a hazy IPA from Tilted called Grow.
Nice.
It's 6.8.
Any trips out to our favorite brewery we've never been to yet, Noam? Treehouse?
Not yet. Kind
They
of waiting
just
for
started
the
that
warm
YouTube
weather.
channel, too.
Dude, their
I've
YouTube
had
channel's on a good one, bro. They got more content.
Yeah, their last video was really nice.
And I've had a couple of their beers. Somebody shipped me some, and they're freaking good, dude.
Julius.
What was the
Julius, orange.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what is it?
There's like
Julius,
20
and there's
variants.
King Julius. I had
Yeah,
King
there's-
Julius and Julius. They were good.
were they not too old, I hope?
Good
They
luck
were
with
not
that,
too
Steven.
old. I had somebody ship me some Heady Topper too, and the
Okay.
Julius was better than Heady Topper, hands down.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
I
I do
could've-
really like
I mean,
Heady, though.
it was shipped to me too, so it could have been.
Yeah, just
It's probably better when it's on tap. So
Oh, for sure. Hazy IPAs are the toughest beer to ship. It's the toughest beer.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's got the hops, but when it loses its cloudiness, people come in and they're like, "Hey, your hazy IPAs and so hazy." We just immediately pulled off the shelves and there's so much beer where I work just to take home because A, we're so strict about our born on dates, and B, we have all this beer coming in from Asheville. We have only so many places to put it. Like I could take 4 cases of a hazy IPA home that, like, if it looks like a blonde, we just stop selling it. So to ship that to your friend, that would suck, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hazy
A lot will go
IPA,
wrong
it's a
with
young shelf life game. It's a young man's shelf life game.
The reason I brought that up though is like a lot of people use it as like trade currency, and like I see it when I do go there is they'll have like case after case after case, and it's all hoppy beer that's shouldn't be shipped around the country like 2 months after you bought it. And even Chris Ratty, he told me that he got a couple cans from them and it was like way too old.
Julius.
I forgot how old it was, but like after it can only be so good. It's limited by the time, and like I said, if you're sending it from Massachusetts to California and it's like a couple months old,
that sort of thing you have to have fresh. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. So how does a little something get away with it? Are they putting lactose or something in there that keeps it preserved? Because that's Sierra Nevada.
At Sierra Nevada, they're filtering the crap out of it. But yeah, Adam
it's-
Hattie on there. He said, "Have I gotten anything special from Sierra Nevada lately?" I had a barrel aged torpedo
Ooh,
from them.
now we're cooking
It
with
was-
grease.
It was so good.
Now my pants are off.
My sister-in-law went up
Roswell's.
to Chico. I'm like, dude, pick me up like 17 more of those things. They were in
kind of barrel?
750 oak barrel.
I don't really like beer that much.
so no like spirits. Just
It was I think it was a bourbon.
Okay.
I want to say it was bourbon barrels. Yeah, but it was IPA barrel aged bourbon barrel aged torpedo. I only picked up one, and that thing was hands down like one of the best beers I've ever had.
Would you stack it up
Nice.
there with the Bigfoot? Is it
Oh,
comparable?
I don't like Bigfoot.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like
Which is Sierra Nevada for
Bigfoot.
those for all the
is-
children to know.
Yeah, barley wine. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just too not beery.
Yeah.
But this one tasted like it was smooth. It had that little vanilla character that you get, and it was so smooth.
Back off, war child. Seriously.
And I mean, torpedo, I want to say is like 7% anyway.
Yeah.
It's around like 6.5, 7. Yeah.
A lot of people think that their
drinkable.
Sierra Nevada is their IPA. It's not. It's their pale ale. Their West Coast IPA is the torpedo.
And then they had a
Yeah.
Baltic porter that was made with almonds and like peaches, and it was
Ooh.
so good, man.
That was
so
when
good.
them and Stone were doing like battling for the
King.
that
Yeah.
porter game. What was Stone's beer? Smoked porter or something? The blue was
They
the
have
red was
smoked-
pale, the green was West Coast IPA. The blue was smoked porter?
This is Stone you're talking about?
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
green was West Coast. I know red was pale. But it was a color
Green
thing.
is Sierra Nevada's pale, and blue is their porter. Yellow is their stout.
What's going on with Stone and Sapporo these days? Because I was talking to people in San Diego last week, and they said that Stone, like when Sapporo bought Stone, they got something like 2 production facilities and like maybe 4 or 5 tasting rooms. They said there'll be Stone, both in Stone for the end of this year, and then one they're going to start making Sapporo at that production facility. So what does that mean? Less Stone altogether. More Sapporo. I don't know.
Yeah, their blue was a porter.
It was the blue for Stone?
A stout. It's a stout, my bad. Imperial Russian stout.
For Stone? Smoked porter, yeah. Or smoked smoked porter. The beer game done changed. And no, that's how I'm making the Tampa Bay video. Like, I didn't know how to do it. I really didn't like know how to attack it. Brian, you know about CTR, just getting people to click and stuff.
Oh, that one was also blue too.
Oh, they're both blue?
Interesting.
But
Yeah.
the pulse of the video is like, we're going back in time 10 years ago. There's no breweries with money. All we care about is which brewery has the best style. Where do we go? And I think that the best hazy we had was the one where I met you guys at, where I ended up eating all your food, where I first met Nick and
Animus.
Chris. That was my favorite hazy. You know, my favorite Czech dark lager was here. My favorite sour was here. My favorite this was here. We're just going back in time to, like, you know, I don't care if it's Disneyland or an underground speakeasy, which place had the best style.
Beer, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing the video.
Nice.
I like it. I
So,
like it.
Speaking of which, man, we got That's My Johnson in the house. That dude saw me lose $200 faster than everybody on planet Earth except for Noam, because he was right there in person. What up, Orlando? How are you, man? Cheers. Shout out to your Yukon Huskies for beating the shit
Did you
out of my ass.
gamble it away?
I tried to gamble on the Padres game. I would have never bet on San Diego State. You know what? We had San Diego State plus 8 points. And I was like, I think we got this. But I don't gamble that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just too, like, you gamble, and then I hate when people owe me money. I hate owing people money. Like, because when I gamble and I lose, I pay somebody instantly. And then when you win a bet against a friend, and, like, they play stupid, and you see them out, and they're still, like, ordering drinks and food, and you're just like,
Hey, me.
what are you doing, man? You know,
Yeah.
That drives me crazy. But no, shout out to all the Yukon fans in here. They whooped everyone's ass through that tournament. I don't know how they were number 4 seed. They were clearly the best team in that tournament. I don't know anything about the regular season, but they were killing everybody.
Yeah. Nice.
But still cool for San Diego State to make the Final Four, because I remember that COVID year, me and my buddies were at Pizza Port, and we were like number 1 or 2, San Diego State. And we're like, dude, COVID just shut that season down. We're never going to be that good again. So I'm stoked to be wrong, you know. Going to the Elite Eight and the Final Four for a San Diego college team, like, that's never happened. Not even close in football. And that was just cool to see in basketball. It really was. Yeah, congrats to UConn for sure, man. UConn's a powerhouse, man. The UConns, Kentucky's, the Dukes, like,
Yeah.
tough team to bet against when the chips are down. Who's
What happened to Jaded? I'm sorry.
What's up? I'm sorry.
Chris said y'all heard what happened to Jaded. I assume he's talking about those chillers
What's up?
in chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the conversation.
Stop saying sorry, because then we have to drink. No.
Means I got to get another beer.
Yeah, were you trying to get me drunk today? We got Teach up there, top right. For those who don't know, you should. It's Elementary Brewing. We got a link to all these guys' social media down there. I'll be your best friend if you subscribe to all their channels and follow them on social media and stuff like that. And Brian, you just got 5,000 subscribers, yeah?
Yeah, I've had 5,000 for I don't know exactly when I hit it. I'm at like 54 right now. So
Right on,
it's
man.
been
Well,
Nice. Congratulations.
last time you were on, you didn't have 5,000, so cheers to that milestone. That's cool.
for sure. Yeah, thank you.
You been getting called out recently around the homebrew scene or the homebrew store or at these Angels games, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was with my kids at the homebrew store. Like, this was a while ago, and somebody saw me and was like, "Hey, you're elementary."
Nice.
It was weird.
You didn't like it?
That's awesome.
It was weird. As soon as I walk out, my son looks at me. He's like,
Dad?
"That was awkward, Dad." And I'm like,
Celeb?
"Yeah."
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you didn't like it?
He's a middle schooler, so he knows awkward.
Do you think that's I definitely owe you a beer. That's my Johnson, aka Chris Brown. I'm just kidding. That's our inside joke. It's gonna be in the video too. But yeah, I'll definitely owe you a beer. I am gonna go down to, I mean, I don't know when or where, but I got to go back down to Clearwater, St. Pete's, but not in the next 6 months. But yeah, Tampa Bay was cool. It was cool. Blackwood Brews. What's everyone drinking? What's everyone brewing? Who brewed today? Anybody brew today?
Not me.
No.
Who barbecued today?
I wish I did. I made
Wish our
salsa
house-
today.
Nice.
That counts. That counts.
Red or green?
I did a salsa verde, like tomatillo style, like chunky.
Like the one that
And
Nate's
then-
drinking.
That's
Yeah.
And then I did like, you know, that like creamy green salsa that you get at like the tacos shops and stuff like that.
the avocado.
Aguacate, yeah.
So everybody thinks it's avocado, but
Back
there's
off
no
my child,
avocado in
seriously.
it.
I never thought there was. It
Tomatillos
was
or
too good
what?
to be true. Avocado's expensive, and that shit's free. And the
Yeah.
math never checked out.
There's no avocado in it. And I learned how to like make it creamy and stuff like that. And so I made
Hey.
I made that as well too.
Nice.
We
Jorge
have
Castro
fermentation.
in the house, man. Jorge, man,
Still
good
my
to see you,
favorite
man.
clip.
Thanks for being here 2 weeks ago.
But yeah,
And he's
no,
getting
I did that,
soundboard.
and then I made a chimichurri sauce as well too, like a little chimichurri, like I don't know, like yeah, sauce. I guess
Olios cooks, man. There's no doubt about it. Olios cooks. I'm gonna be
I'm making
What's the best barbecue to get?
best barbecue to get.
Yeah,
like
brisket?
Do we do like smokers or do we do like
yeah,
the,
I do
pellet
smokers.
grills, or-
I do
yeah, but
grilling.
when we talk about barbecue on
or
here,
do we just
everybody
need multiple?
sends us death threats.
Oh, okay.
Everybody wants to lop our heads off.
yeah, everybody's
my
like,
child,
stop talking
seriously.
about barbecue.
Who was that one dude?
Nobody likes barbecue.
It was
He's in here.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got party time finishing up a double brew day, and we got Jorge Castro, but he's a commercial brewer. That doesn't count. They brew every day.
yeah, if he didn't
I'm
brew,
kidding,
I
it
would be.
counts. He's like, no, man. Like, Jorge's like, we just did a homebrew. I just want to, like, pay my guys, pay them on labor, and I just wanted to take the day off and just go home and brew my Clayhammer system.
Northwest is like, you need to have we have fermentation soundbite for.
Yeah,
for
it needs to be on the
this.
soundboard.
Chris
on
Smart.
the soundboard.
Chris
Add it
Smart.
to the soundboard.
Brewing a West Coast IPA right now. Thanks for the entertainment, fellas. I wouldn't go as far as calling it entertainment, but we're here.
I would.
It's company.
This is
it's-
entertaining.
I'm
I'm having a
entertained.
great
I'm
time.
always having a good time. No, I am, but entertainment to me is like real entertainment, like Netflix and Pornhub and X Hamster and stuff like that. I don't know. I appreciate it, man. It's funny people call it entertainment. Like people are like, "What do you do on Wednesday night?" I'm like, "I do a stream." And like, "What is it? Like a show or like a YouTube video?" I'm like, "No, it's a stream." They're like, "Is it like an episode or a show?" I'm like, "I would never call it a show." That sounds so douchey.
Is it a shit show?
Hey, come in. Yeah, the shit show.
I mean-
I like that. Yeah, I have a
I'll call it
show.
the shit show.
I have a show. What do you do? Me and my buddies come on here and we just get drunk, and then sometimes we get too drunk and we have to delete it in the morning because we feel like idiots, and then we do it again on Wednesday.
And there.
We don't talk to each other for a couple days because we're all kind of weirded out with how much we drank the night before. But it's a show.
Did I show my balls?
Yeah. We're competing against Grey's Anatomy for the Emmy Award, Oscar. Black
We're gonna
IPA
get
this
the
weekend.
Streamy Awards. We're entered for the Streamy Awards.
Who's been doing streams lately? Is Gina still on their Sunday night vibe? Sunday night vibe? Sunday morning cartoon vibe?
We've done have they done a couple lately? Party time was on Party time was on last week.
Hell yeah, James. You're the man.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was.
Yeah, it
on
is
that
going.
Wednesday. I don't know if I was playing golf or doing nose beers or just, running around town naked or hanging out with my sister or hanging out with a cousin. Last week went by fast.
Yeah.
It was like sixth grade camp. I remember everyone used to talk about how they hated sixth grade camp. I loved sixth grade camp with all my heart. It was the fastest time a week's ever gone by up until last
I
week.
played golf last Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's where I
when,
was.
when you guys do black IPAs, because that was kind of a big thing in San Diego for a little bit. I still kind of see them here and there a little bit. How do you guys go about the grain bill? Just like a what's my favorite beer? Brian, help me out. Black lager in circulation. Schwartz beer. But what's the brand?
Oh.
It's black and red, which is the most badass 2 colors of all time.
I don't know.
Cost Streaker?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so would you just rock the same grain bill as a...
For a black IPA?
Yeah.
I've made one black IPA, and it was terrible.
It's a tough beer to drink for me in general if it's good.
Too bitter and bitter from the grains, though, not
bitter from the acidity,
yeah,
not the pine.
Yeah, it was.
Seems like a hard beer to find balance in. I haven't made one myself, but I have been like dying to make one just for the challenge. But yeah, it's seems to be a difficult beer. Even like pro breweries that puts them out, they're very kind of mediocre. It's hard to nail that style. And a lot of people kind of go the hops the wrong route. Like they approach it as though it's like a hazy and use like these like right tropical hops, and it's kind of not what you want to go for, in my opinion.
But there's another style, that tropical IPA. What is it? Is it a tropical?
Oh, like the smoothie IPA kind of thing.
Oh man, dude! Somebody gave me one. It was a homebrew too.
What's the new trend? What's the new phenols? What's the new videos that these?
It's a dark
Dialyze
tropical IPA, and it was really good. I can't remember what the style was though.
No, but I remember when Short Circuited was on. He gave me some of the best homebrew advice I ever had, because I loved the last time I brewed. I don't know, it was probably like 6 years ago, but it was a black IPA. No, it was a dark lager, and it was so good for the first couple of weeks, and then it got too acidic, and I mashed in maybe for like 45 minutes, just like setting up my camera and all that stuff. But he was talking about steeping your midnight wheat or whatever you're using, like your Crystal 100, let that steep overnight and then put it in at the end, which is probably just the same way as maybe using like a Cinnamar, and it preserves that acidity. You're talking about your black IPA, Brian. It got the bad funky, it wasn't too piney. It got too, like, it tasted like green peppers, right?
It was just like super bitter from all those dark grains. Yeah,
because you probably mashed in for like a half an hour
for 60 minutes instead of doing like you're talking like a cold steep or something like that.
A cold steep, and that's what he did. And he did a video, or maybe it was a video, maybe just a hypothesis, but he was like, hey, we'll steep for 5 minutes or 15 or 10, and then we'll do it at all these intervals and see how long we could preserve it from doing that. But I'm not going to get in trouble, but I have buddies who do a lot of beers like that. Not so much dark lagers, but stouts. And if they don't sell, they have to buy them back. It's like it's like a hazy IPA. It's like it loses its shelf life the fastest. But I think if you do that Cinnamar route, or that, cold steep, cold brew, let it sit overnight and then just pour it in route, I don't think you have to worry about that.
You could add them at mash out too. You'd probably avoid a lot of that. Like you still have to think about the grain bill, but I don't think you'd have that like
you're just
adding top roasted character.
Going to be basically color.
Yeah,
there's not going to be
kinda. I know what you're talking about, Brian. Like I've thought about that. Like I just want to use Cinnamar for the color, but there's also like a big difference in crispness between like a Czech Pilsner and a dark lager. Like if you just added food coloring to it, you would still get that same crispness, but when you're doing like Cost Striker or a Schwartz beer, it's got a little bit of that like session stout vibe that you want.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of that like almost like richness that you would get from like the darker malts.
Sure. Such a good style. It's just more filling to me than a.
I love that. But the thing is, they're not super heavy.
No, they're like 4.2% too.
Yeah, like so, like when I made my like winter lager, like that, like Schwartz beer, like dude, I was just I went through like 5 just chilling by my fire pit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
I gotta start brewing again. That's fantastic. Everyone chug.
Oh fuck.
No one says you're sorry. And it's just
Dark
a good.
lagers are where it's at.
It's where it's at, and the older you get, the more you appreciate it. They're delicious. You can drink 3 of them and still drive home. You can drink 5 of them and not be hungover. There's a lot of beer styles I just can't drink anymore. I mean, I'm still gonna drink it, but I'm gonna be hungover and Uber. You know, like when I'm on San Diego, I'm gonna drink anything. But
Yeah.
you know, there's a time and a place for every beer style.
Yeah.
I could go for one of those dark Czech lagers from Grand Central. That was one of the better beers
Yeah, they definitely are going to be in the video a lot. Those guys were awesome. They,
Oh, the one we had at St. Elmo was really good too.
yeah,
When
I
you
don't
guys were
remember what I
here,
had.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were kind of dozing off at that point, but
That
was
was
like the last
I
place
think
of the
that was
night.
like
that's where
the last
Sunset.
brewery hit of the night.
that's where Sunset dropped us off.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because him and his wife pieced out. It was just us 3.
No, they were driving. That was the perfect hangout. And
Yeah,
in
no,
Texas
it was good.
Everywhere in Texas is spread out. I mean, is everyone in Texas really like that? Is every city kind of spread out like that, and everything's huge?
Yeah, I mean, because we just have the land for it too, right? So like Dallas is super spread out. Houston is super spread out. San Antonio, is a lot smaller, but like still like you can find yourself driving to most places. But nice thing is a lot of the breweries in San Antonio like are maybe like 10-15 minute walks from each other. Like they're not right next to each other, but like maybe 10-minute walk from each other. Like it's not too bad.
Texas is on its own vibe though. It's such a trip to me because all the action in California, like all the big cities, they're all kind of by the coast. Texas, it's all kind of just wherever. Like San Jose,
wherever.
Sacramento's
Yeah.
up there. It's in there a little bit. Like Brian, you went to Chico, Sierra Nevada, Butte County. Would you consider that like a big city?
No.
No way, right?
No, not at all. No way. Yeah.
What's the
Small town.
biggest city north of San Francisco? Oakland?
Well, I guess. Well, San Francisco's on the coast, so I don't know.
That's what
I
I'm
can
saying.
kinda
Like
consider that.
they're all like all the action in California is kind of as far as big cities go on the coast, except for maybe Sacramento.
Sacramento is in from San Francisco, but it's almost. I would say it's almost equally north.
True.
You're just going
Okay.
east towards the mountains. I guess it's a little bit more north. Sacramento, San Francisco, LA, San Diego. And then like Fresno in Central California is a pretty big city, but I mean nowhere near LA and San Francisco style.
No, Fresno's like kind of right at the cutoff to have like a big college football team and try to get people to go.
And they've been good. They've been good before, but now that they're paying, they're paying football players to play. There's no way they're going to be able to compete with, the big colleges. So
Right. Yeah, this is a crazy year, man. San Diego State didn't win the national championship, but UT still beat Alabama in football and basketball. And now,
Two people were saying Redding, California.
what's up?
Redding, California.
Redding is a small town. Yeah,
Or
Oh,
maybe
it's
Humboldt.
it's small.
I guess it's a joke.
Well, yeah,
I didn't catch that.
Redding is small. Yeah.
You guys down to do one more beer or 2 more beers?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
cool.
trying to
Down.
get
I'll be right
another
back.
beer, so
Nobody go anywhere.
I gotta get one.
all right. I'll give Gnome company.
Yay!
Me and me dog.
Hell yeah, man. So you were bringing up pickle beer that you're going to be approaching one of those soon.
Yeah, I think I might. I'm like debating, do I do that first or do I do the IPA first? And honestly, I might do the pickle beer first because that just, as soon as I said that, I was like, fuck, I'm more excited to do that one.
I'm kegging mine Friday, so
Your
I
pickle
hope
beer?
yeah, I hope to have it ready by Monday because that's my next homebrew club meeting. So I'm trying to rush it.
Yeah. All right. I'll definitely like later on this week or so, like we'll talk, and I'll put together my recipe and I'll send it to you.
Cool.
And I want to see yours, and I want to create mine first before I see yours,
Sounds good.
and then see if I can. I know I'm gonna learn something, but learn something from you, and kind of just throw some ideas at the wall with you.
Oh yeah. I'm excited. It might even be a beer I try to bottle and send out again. We'll see. Depends on how good
Dude,
it turns
I
out.
was so happy. Dude, I got so turned off of that coconut stout.
Oh yeah, dude.
So
That beer.
good. I was turned that night on the happy hour. I was watching the happy hour and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just one and done for right now.
I honestly think that's the best beer I've ever brewed. To be honest, like it's
Yeah,
that good in my opinion. Like it was the thing I was like proudest of the most.
dude, that was fantastic. Like it was so good.
Yeah.
And then
Thanks, man.
I definitely waited too long to have the hazy because it was definitely
Yeah,
oxidized.
for sure. Yeah,
But
100%.
I was like, dude, but the flavor was still there. I enjoyed it. Had a good, like, really did enjoy it. And
Yeah.
it'd been nice to just been like right with like there with your part picnic tab just going
That's funny. Jaggers, yeah, it's man, wow, yeah. You throw like weird color in a beer and people start asking about this. But yeah, it's called Ecto Cooler.
I think he's asking about your pickle beer.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about this. Yeah, it's so I made a sour base. I took half off to make a pickle beer, and then the other half is heavily fruited. That's gonna take another like 10 days. I like giving it at least 10 days on fruit before I like separate it and
Was it
make
like a fruit like I mean kettle sour or like
no, just Philly.
Philly sour? Yeah.
10.5 gallon batch.
Oh, that'll be perfect. I'm gonna get those PET bottles and when I make mine and I'll send you.
I've been having trouble finding them, dude.
Really?
I looked to buy some more and I could not locate like any.
I was gonna just check Amazon, see if they had any.
You might have some luck there. That's kind of something I've heard about Kegland. Like they make X amount of fermenters or I guess like those bottles, and then like when they sell out, they're like we'll let you know when we have more.
Right.
It's not
Especially because like they're all coming from Australia too.
We all got beer.
right. Yeah.
Everybody in the chat have a beer.
I need to grab one. I was just waiting for you to come back.
All you, brother, live your life.
How's that Kolsch?
Good.
How much?
Love it.
Actually cleared up a little bit.
Looks great.
That's the next style I'm going to be brewing. I was actually supposed to brew that beer first so I could put it in my unit tank, and I fucked up and I brewed the wrong beer in order, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Kolsch, the
I think
German.
I did this in that claw hammer and then just kegged it straight from that with the floating dip tube.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah. Or canned it from the keg. So
Why did
what
you?
kind of?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Drink.
I'm sorry. Everyone drink. But it's just so funny, Brian. Why did you get your first clawhammer system was a 240? When you asked them for, or when they talked about it, and Emmett wanted to give it to you, were you like, let's just do a 120, or did you want that 240?
240 is cool because I have I had a hookup in my garage. I ended up getting another one because I wanted to move it on this side.
Okay.
But I like the bigger kettle. I have the 15-gallon Megapot that I was doing a bag on, and I just think 10 gallons is. If I want to do a bigger beer,
Cheers.
I don't have the
bro.
option
Cheers, man.
with the 10-gallon.
But I would think that Climber probably sells 10 120s to every 240, and you're a YouTuber.
Probably.
I don't know. That's just.
I wanted the speed though too. As if I was going to get the 10-gallon, I wanted a 240. I would.
Anyways, a 240, yeah.
Okay.
I want the speed.
At
Do you
the end
brew
of-
in your garage?
It's still
Yeah,
the same
right.
brand at
Yeah.
the end of the day. It's still Clawhammer Supply. It's still.
For me, it was about the 110 or 120, whatever, and 240. The 240 is just faster. I don't want to wait for that boil.
You know,
Yeah.
You know
No,
what the
for
next
sure.
step is now, right, Brian?
What's the next step?
You got to go out to Asheville. You got to shoot a video with these guys,
Yeah,
man. That's
there we
how
go,
it
there
works,
we go.
man. Members only jacket.
There we go.
Yeah, no, it was good to see them put out a
Yeah.
video too, because Kyle talked about kind of revamping his business model, and he was not going to
Didn't
be
he
putting.
lose his editor? What was his editor's name? Lawson.
Yeah, Lawson's Creek, Law Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, their editing was. I mean, from a video standpoint, was awesome.
it was good, and you have really good editing. Bent Gate has killer editing. I've got the Mimi Archer shit, when I get that comment, it's like, whoa.
Everybody's got their own style.
Everyone's got their own style. Obviously, the Brew Show is clearly in this category.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
There's a reason why he's got
our boy Josh Wiseman, that guy's probably got the best, I don't know if you were here.
I don't really like beer all that much.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know if you were listening to the last stream, but Ollie said he put out a beginner's barbecue video, and it was the same vibe. It was like, dude, you.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like I've made
I don't really like barbecue.
Yeah, I don't really like barbecue.
I think it's like
But
other
today
like
we're gonna get 5 million views.
Other barbecue channels did the same thing, like you guys did with like his beard video.
He made the saison of barbecue.
Oh
No, like he was
no,
making
the mystery fruit.
Like
Uganda.
he decided,
yeah.
No, he's like, I'm gonna make a brisket. I'm like, okay, cool. And then his trimming was like, and then how he applied his rub, I was like, whoa, that's way too much stuff. Okay, like whatever. You want to do a very
bad proportions IPA.
I mean, like with brisket, you can literally keep it simple, like SPG or even SP.
Yeah. I mean, it's just.
And then he's got like cayenne and all this, and I'm just like, okay, that's fine. And then he puts it on, and then he's rubbing it into the meat, and I'm just like, that's a big no.
Okay.
That's a big no because what it does, it'll cake up, because of the fat and the juices, it'll cake up, and you won't get a nice spark. So it'll be very patchy. It'll be very like just not even. If you ever apply any pressure when you're putting your rub, just pat it. Just pat it so it helps stick. That's it. Don't rub it in. That's definitely, you don't want to do that.
He should do what I tried to do when I was making food videos, like just bring somebody on. I don't know if it's an ego thing or he can just put out content faster by himself, and I'm sure he could, but like, hey, just bring a barbecue guy in.
So he did, but he only used that guy for like putting it on the smoker, like for like helping him run the smoker, because I think that was the thing he didn't know. And it was just like, even still in the temps he was running and stuff like that were like, all right, seemed pretty decent, but he was telling people to run it super low and all that. I was like, you don't need to run it that low. And I don't know, it was just like, I just was, and then when it cut, it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I was like, that looks horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Zooms out a little bit more, you see like a Fred's barbecue in the background, it's like one of those Beer Grylls things.
Yeah.
You zoom out a little bit. Today we're in like this gnarly place ever. We're gonna, everybody dies at this creek. They zoom out. There's like an AM, PM, and a 7-Eleven in the background. It's like, I don't know, man. There's a cell phone tower right there, dude. Like, I think you're kind of bullshit. But everyone who's on camera has got to put out the next biggest thing. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to get views and clicks. And my video for the Tampa Bay vlog is called California versus Florida breweries in parentheses, so I wanted to be like, people are like, hey, it's political, I have to click, but I've got like, hashtag breweries in there. So I get it, everyone's on a grind, and at the end of the day, like, I used Josh Wiseman's video to put out content of my own, and I didn't have to spend any money on that, and it was cool. We're all editing in and chopping stuff up, and I just think it would have been better for him to come out and just be like, this is my first time I've brewed. Like, hey, you don't have to act like an expert. You don't have to act like you've been a Michelin star at this. Just say like this and that. And I'm going to do a video that Kyle from Clawhammer did. He was like, hey, can my wife tell the difference between like Welch's grapefruit with, Kveik yeast versus like the shittiest bottle of $2 Chuck
I can
and Trader
find,
Joe's.
yeah.
Like I'm not, guys, I've been doing this channel for 10 years. We don't make wine. I have the stuff to make wine. Let's just do it. We don't have to be like, hey, we're going to make wine at home and make it be the best thing ever. Because the 1% of people that actually do it, they're going to be like, damn, this sucked. I'm out. Like this.
No, yeah. This is just like a
way
fun
too
for shit.
tart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, he's got it figured out though.
I did like his video. Like I was listening to you guys earlier, and you were talking about his video. How he's like, hey, I messed up. This, and this. Here's my solution. But he came up with a solution and things like that. I was just like, And I watched it earlier today, and I was just like, that,
Wait, whose
that was
video?
a great video. Clawhammers?
Oh, just to reel it back in, like, yeah, it's super honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Olias, before you were on here, I was telling Brian, I was like, he didn't have to do that. Like, everybody who's ever seen a tri-clamp on a commercial fermenter, what do you think's going to happen when you take that off? You can stand right in front of it, like open your eye up like a sight scope and think like, hey, like, what does this button do? Like, it's holding either one thing in there, either pressure or liquid. But either way, that piece of metal is going to ding, ding, ding. Tommy boy.
Yeah, it's going to fly
Tommy
off.
boy can, ding, 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 ding. Great.
I told you guys about this, but that did happen to
Nice.
me. My very first beer.
What does this
I still had this
seal
very
do?
system.
Yeah. No, I'm telling your story again for those who didn't hear about it.
So the very first beer I did was like a
What
peanut
does
butter
this
chocolate
button
stout.
do?
I was trying to go all out, and
Red button IPA.
it fully fermented out. I had a blow off hose, but then when I added peanut butter, I like kind of closed it off. It didn't,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I also did
The sugars
PRV.
from the peanut butter fermented.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it
I didn't have a
fermented in
PRV at the moment, so I had not a clue what the hell that even was.
Yeah.
I went to undo that clamp, and the same thing. It's like literally just a disc, a half-inch disc. Like, boom, shot up into the ceiling, dude. Like dust went everywhere, and I'm just like collecting myself because like I didn't realize what the fuck just happened. Like, so yeah, I've been there. It is a what the fuck moment. Like it literally just whizzes by your head, and you're like, all right, okay, hold on a second.
Oh shit.
I'm glad that Kyle caught that because he told me about that a couple months ago, and I'm so glad
Yeah.
he had the footage of that.
For sure.
I hope he didn't have to reenact that and put himself in, dangerous way just to get the chunk in the drywall. Yeah.
But that looked like an actual like honest to God reaction. Like
No, and he films. No,
He
films
walked away
everything
like-
too. Yeah.
he was
no,
like
no,
that
no.
shit could have taken me out. Like
Yeah.
holy fucking shit.
Yeah. No,
they should
he
just make the next
yeah.
pig out of glass, right?
Yeah, sure. Just put it in 30 psi glass and have the max PRV be like 28 and just play with the ultimate fire.
Good on them for
No, making the
Taking a
video.
step.
Yeah. No, like I said, I don't
But
think he had to
I'm
do
kind
that.
of glad they made that video because like he showed like we were able to redesign a tri clamp from scratch, and I was like,
All he has, it made me
I was
want to
like-
buy it. It made me want to buy that thing.
I think that's why he made it because he's like, like I thought that was like as a nerd, like I was just like, fuck, that's badass as fuck.
Yeah.
Turn a negative into a positive.
No, for sure.
Yeah, the only thing that I was kind of like, you might have a problem with this with is that you have your custom tri-clamp now with the key, but there's not a lot of homebrewers that have their own tri-clamp that they can just throw on and off unless you're, fucking portly
Right.
gentleman
Like-
over there, that,
Like most homebrewers don't have like a
$1 billion.
collection of like tri clamps that they just like a bucket
No.
of tri clamps. We're not like
we're not commercial
the-
brewers, but I think the only reason I
Yeah.
have tri-clamps is because of my claw hammer system.
It's Clawhammer, yeah.
I think
that's the only reason I have tri
I never got
clamps.
it with Anvil. I never got it with Speitel. I never got it with Northern Brewer or Mr. Beer to send you a
Mr. Beer.
tri-clamp. just to fuck with you. Just a little stocking stuffer. Yeah. Mr. Beer. No, that's funny. No, more power. That was a great video, and I think it's doing pretty good. You
Yeah.
ran that thumbnail by me. It's such a thumbnail that I would.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
My
nice.
last video, my biggest mistake.
My biggest mistake. Yeah.
I'm going to hell early. Here we go.
Hey, join the club.
No, but I want that, and one of the reasons I didn't brew before I did 2 vacations this month.
Well, but you have one of those.
But he didn't want me using it in a video, and Brian put it in a video, and he was like, no, hit the brakes. But Brian, top right, coach or elementary, already had the wheels in motion. He put the video out, and he was like, dude, like, just wait. And I was like, well, if I wait, I have to buy another corny cake in the meantime because I want to do side-by-side stuff from here on out. And the one that I had that Northern Brewer gave me, remember they gave me it had the lid that
Right.
was
It had
busted.
the not a good seal. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just got to buy another corny keg, which is like probably not that hard to
and it's
come
not
by.
as easy for you to get like
In
on
San
the used
Diego.
market.
No,
Yeah.
dude, like I was looking for a left-handed golf club set today.
Are you
and-
lefty?
Yeah, I'm a southpaw. I'm a witch.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. I was like,
Phil.
Because you said you wanted like a set of clubs, and I was like, I might have an extra set of clubs. I could just.
No, man. My right-handed side is more janky than the jankiest person who's ever lived. I almost said something.
Interesting.
But no, like I don't remember if you were watching me tee off at Top Golf, but that was all lefty. Remember we had to like find another club for
Oh
me?
yeah, we had to put another tee on that side. Yeah.
Like, we only have a 7-iron. I'm like, I don't hit it far. It could be a pitching wedge. It's all going to go the
It could
same
be a pitching
distance.
wedge.
It's
It's
not
all
gonna
good.
matter. Yeah. Nothing
They
matters
all
right
have
now.
the same distance.
Yeah. Trev, who? What's up, Trev? CH coming back to San Diego.
Oh, shit.
I'll be back late June. Good to see Trevor though, man. Love you, man. Good to see you. And
Is that when we're doing our San Diego trip?
could happen. I'm coming into town for a wedding. I know Sean really wants to come out there for MOB, but my dad's still listening too.
Yeah, he's in there.
I was so the first night I got into town, it was Trevor's trivia night at South O, and they were all packed, and I was kind of like,
Oh yeah.
I was kind of low key, like falling in love with his tasting room manager, and I tipped her $50.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, me and my dad came back just to talk to Maury and Trevor and see what was going on.
Uh-huh.
We were just hanging out, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" She was like, "Hi, how you doing? Have a good day." It, like didn't even acknowledge it. I was like, "Damn, dude, like, this sucked." Operation tip $50 backfired. What's up? Yeah, I'm coming back for a wedding late June, and my dad's coming back out here May 29th, so we're talking about just golf stuff right now, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be good weather.
Dude, I want to play golf with you guys so bad.
It's fun. The thing about golf, me and my dad and who we play with, it doesn't matter how good or bad you are. Nobody throw a club. Nobody freak out.
No.
No, we have my old brother-in-law. We always have this story like he shanked it and then threw his club, and it almost hit like my dad's girlfriend. And it was like, whoa, man, like 2 red flags. You threw your club and it almost hit a woman. Like, I don't know if I want to. What are you trying out for the team, man? What's going on, man? Is your dad here filming you with a camera for the Junior Olympics? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
You hit a bad shot. Join the club.
Got
you
it.
know, I just golfed
Yeah.
on Friday. I had 1 par on hole 17, and it made it all worth it. You know, like I'm gonna have a
Hell
good time.
yeah, dude.
You just get that 1 par, and you're like, this is why we play golf. This is why.
Right.
We
No,
work jobs.
that's the one. You get that one shot, and you're like,
one man.
oh, I forget who said it, but golf is the craziest sport because, like, no matter
Golf and
how,
baseball.
like, well, because like, I think it's crazier than baseball because, like, in baseball, like, an amateur can never throw a 95-mile-an-hour pitch, right? That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, we can play pickup golf tomorrow. We can't just go play baseball and someone's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw like 75 mile per hour."
Any high handicap golfer, quote unquote bad golfer, can randomly hit like a pro golfer shot.
Yeah, any dog has its day for sure. In golf.
Any dog can have his day in golf.
That's a good point. And yeah, you're never going to be able to hit Randy Johnson as a high school kid.
But you can magically hit a 20-foot putt in, and it's wild.
Yeah.
It is wild.
It's a long shot. It's like the 28-1 horse odd. Like sometimes they come in, man. You know, but you're not gonna like. I guess maybe in, I don't know, football you could be like a. No, I don't know.
No other sport. There's no other sport.
Yeah,
because
because even these guys that are so damn good in college, the quarterbacks, they come out here like they're gonna suck unless they're in a really good program. Unless they're in a really good program, they're gonna be okay. But there's so many, you know, Ryan Leaf is like the poster.
And then also like
there's 1,000 Ryan Leafs.
And also the difference between a pro golfer and an amateur golfer is beyond any other sport too.
I know. No, I know. Brian, do you golf?
Yeah, not very often anymore. I played in high school, so
You were on the team in high school?
yeah. I actually
Okay, so you're good at golf.
I played in the group behind Tiger Woods at our regional, IF regional.
So you're
Holy
really good at
shit.
golf.
I used to be.
Yeah, but
not
you still
anymore.
have the muscle memory and the just like riding a bike vibe, right? Like you can hit it long and straight more often than not.
I mean, if I go to the range, Yeah,
Get
I
a
mean,
little-
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Couple social sparkler
I do
lubricants,
better. I do better
know.
when I'm do better when I'm bad. When
Cup-
I've had a few beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple torpedoes, and you're thinking about it less. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Because if you play high school golf, you're probably going to be a good golfer for life.
Well, and I was down in Southern California, so we were like playing like Pelican Hills and Aviara, La Costa.
Yeah.
Damn,
played-
yeah,
we
there's
played
so many
the-
nice
we-
courses.
Torrey
we played
Pines.
We played Torrey Pines.
Torrey Pines. Oh,
Yeah, we played the pro course at La Costa the week before they had their event there, and
Mm-hmm.
shot 2 under that day. It
Damn.
was like my best round ever.
fucking hell!
That used to be
Yeah.
on
That's
TV, and
That's
Tiger.
really good.
Tiger.
Yeah.
would
Where are
And
you
then we
getting
went-
from?
We went down and we watched. I went down and I watched the pros play it like that following week, so it was cool. It was
Damn.
cool.
What tee box were you playing from?
The
The
Reds.
tips, dude. The
The
pro
tips, and you
course.
played 2 under.
The pro course, yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck, you're a fantastic golfer.
Yeah,
Not
Don't-
anymore, dude. Not anymore.
Bullshit.
Johnny
I've
Humble
seen
over
someone
here.
making so hard in
Anymore.
golf till now.
Johnny
Yeah.
Humble. Yeah, I'm with Von B,
Anymore.
man. Yeah. Later, Chris Radiation. Have a good night, Barrage.
I still have not broken par yet.
Still shooting the 90s. Shit, man.
I think I went and I played with my neighbor across the street. He's like way younger and he was just getting into golf. I went and played with him. And I sold my clubs. I had to borrow clubs. And I think what did I shoot? I shot bogey golf, so 45 on 9 holes.
Pretty damn good, yeah.
Dude, I only get that in dreams, man. In black and white dreams. I don't get the Technicolor dreams. That's never going to happen in my world. You guys
do
got to
some
play.
mushrooms.
You got to.
What?
We got to play golf the way that I play golf. The hole doesn't count unless you get a par. So I get like a 1
There you go.
or a 2 or a 3 or a 4. Like the best I've ever shot golf was a 4. But I don't play the 72s. I play like the
Wait, what's a 4?
like you got 4 pars that day. Whoever got the most pars wins. No.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the other
Golf.
holes don't count.
What do birdies count for?
Negative ones or 1.5s. Sorry.
1.5.
Yeah.
An
Don't
eagle.
count any of the other stuff.
It's eagle 2.
I
It's
like
just
that
not
way.
going to happen in my world. It's just off the,
Okay.
it's off the Richter scale. It's just not going to happen ever. Not even that one
Okay.
time. Yeah.
I've had a few eagles.
Have you ever had the old albatross? A 2-1-5?
I have not. I have not.
Yeah.
2 on
I
a
got-
5.
I
Yeah, that's like,
got pretty close to an albatross because I got so I hit a good drive and then it was a par 5 and I hit my 5 wood and it rolled right by the hole and I was like 5 feet from the hole.
And you 3-putted it like me?
Nah, I had sunk the
you sucked it?
eagle putt.
Nice, dog.
I sunk the eagle putt. That was my first eagle. So my first.
Sorry, what's up?
Hmm?
Can anybody get a hole in one on a par 4? Or is that impossible?
It has happened.
It
That's
has
happened.
It
Yeah,
has
that's
happened.
There's a couple of par 4s that are like 300, 310.
So
and
yeah,
those
some of
kinds
those like
shit, yeah.
smaller par 4s, like if you can drive to the hole, those are the ones you have a chance. I remember
What
watching
about
this
a par
video.
5? That's just not humanly possible. A hole in one on a par 5?
I don't think that's
They're just too
possible.
far.
Yeah.
It's just too
yeah.
far.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a
Even
dog
with,
leg
like-
right, and you're like, hey, I'm just going to take it over these trees.
Unless
and
like
all
it's
these
like it's like a
Yeah, here we go,
400
man.
yard like you cut the line and
Yeah.
you hit like a
Step aside,
410
Happy Gilmore.
yard drive. Yeah.
Right. Happy Gilmore. Roswell's still here, man. Hey, we got 2 hours in. We got 62 people here, man. You guys feeling good? We still hanging out?
I'm feeling fantastic, man.
Teach is
I'm
over
like-
there on the West Coast time zone, so it's only 8
I know.
o'clock.
I'm like, it's only 8:04.
What grade do you teach?
Third
Third?
It's the best year of my life.
grade.
Third grade? My girlfriend's a third grade teacher.
Nice.
Good age, man.
That was the
They're good age, but they're cute, but they know how to read and write.
Yeah.
Ish.
They're independent.
Ish.
And yeah, they're
Because
independent.
I've seen the
enough.
writing and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like my chicken scratch too.
3rd grade, man. I fell in love with this chick named Kelsey Bulkin, and we went to we saw The Lion King. The Lion King. I got to see that
Hey.
show, man. Yeah, and then they broke the whole school up the next year. People started going to this new school called OPE, and it I've never been the same, man. Adam Hattie, CH, when is your next brewing video? Dude, don't ask me questions I don't know the answers to, man. It's just never going to happen. I've been brewing all the time. I feel like 10 beers on tap. I'm just not putting out content. No, this was a weird month.
Now you were traveling a lot this month.
Yeah, if anybody's ever trying
March
to,
was pretty busy for you.
Well, here was the thing. So I paid my taxes, and that was a trip.
I did mine.
Yeah, you paid your tax. I got $30 back. I got 30. I thought
You
I was
got
gonna,
30?
Yeah,
What are you gonna do with it?